I don't know if you know that in Spanish, who you're gonna call is a quién vas a llamar. And it sounds, I think it's...
¿A quién vas a llamar? A mí.
What is it?
The better question is, what's inside of it?
An army of ghosts.
I think that all the actors that got the chance to be part of a fantasy action franchise like this have like really special memories with the props. For example, I remember an interview with Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor talking about while they were on set with the lightsabers. So do you have like a special memory with the proton packs, or maybe a fun story about how do you actually use them on set?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of cool little things that you kind of learn when you're actually doing it. And one, they're heavy. They look like they should really work. Mm-hmm. But you learn like, oh, how to set it in the holster, and when you take it out, what we do, like it's a couple of different switches. So it's getting to the place where it's like, okay, I flip that, I do this, I press this. This is how it works. And then we put hooks on them so we can hang them on our belt loops. Little details like that are things that like I wouldn't have ever known, and now I get to do it, and I'm kind of becoming familiar with it. And then as I'm doing it, oh no, I hook it there, I gotta flip it there. And then I'll take a step back going, oh my God, I'm doing this with a proton pack. This is insane. So,
and Paul got to drive the Ecto-1, which was pretty special. That's the biggest prop of all.
Yeah.
I think so.
There were many moments.
And we got to go down a fire pole too. That's also, I think, something people really want to do in the firehouse.
Yeah. We had like again so many. I can't believe.
Yeah, I can't believe we're doing
moment
this.
Is happening.
Yeah.
I mean, doing like I guess what we would call that, like the switch that brings out the wand, like the tip of the wand.
Yeah.
Like the shunk, like just the safety. Turning the safety off of the proton pack. I remember doing that for the first time and being like, wow, it was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for me, the first time I ever got to put on proton pack was in my chemistry read, and I cried a little bit, which is so crazy to do in a chemistry read. I was like, this is so bad that I'm getting all emotional right now. I have to be professional.
And then you still got it.
Then somehow I still got it.
You should
which
cry
is
now.
crazy.
So what that means is kids cry in every single audition.
Yeah.
And it'll get you the role.
And I think that the heart of last movie was about legacy and accepting who you are. But what would you say is the heart, the core of this second one?
I think it's about, I think it is about people, identity still, people finding their place in the story, finding their place in a family, finding their place inside the legacy like this, something so, global and mind-blowing. But ultimately, I think it is about, kind of passing on the responsibility to the next generation. And I suspect if we are to continue making films, it'll really focus on, the kids and how that new generation Ghostbusters, and how, how that team is led by a female scientist, which I think is really exciting.
I think that this one is a lot of family, especially with the themes of Gary and Phoebe, kind of Gary taking on a father role in Phoebe's life. I think it's nice to see the family kind of grow, and there is kind of the theme, at least in my storyline with Gary, that family's not always blood, and I think that there's a lot of elements of connection and family in this one.
And I have a wrap-up question. Maybe it's a controversial.
Oh.
Who was your favorite Ghostbuster while growing up?
Oh man, we can't really.
That is
pick a
tough.
favorite.
I mean, I always loved and love still, all of them, but Bill Murray. There was something I just thought, I think as a kid, like, we always admire people that can be in really scary situations and somehow are just brave and funny in the face of danger. And there was always a thing with Venkman that was just like, he was a goofball. Like, it's such an amazing, quality to have.
I'm going to cheat a little bit. I was really surprised how moved I was to see Annie Potts in a Ghostbusters jumpsuit. It really, I love her line delivery. I love seeing her on screen. I love her glasses. I love that she joined us again for this film. But then seeing her suit up and having Bill comment on it in the film was really, really moving to me. I just thought that was very special.
Thank you guys for your time. I really enjoyed talking to you. I really enjoyed the movie. I just want to say that I don't know if you know that in Spanish, who you're gonna call is a quién vas a llamar. And it sounds, I think it
¿A
sounds
quién
like,
vas a llamar? A mí.
Exacto. A mí. Muy bien. Adiós.
Adiós.
Bye.
Adiós.